I would argue it's unlike any other large country in the world. So there's a second thing in that black box, an unrelenting stream of immigration, nonstop. Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America from then and on will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength. And so we haven't always gotten it right.
You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is you let us in the first place. See, that's the thing with brown people. And I'm going to say this as a brown person. There's a lot of us. Like a lot. There's like 1.2 billion in India. There's more than 200 million in Pakistan. There's like 170 million in Bangladesh. Those are just the people there. I'm even talking about the folks who are expats or immigrants. There's a bunch of us. And we breed. We're a breeding people. And the problem is you let us in 1965. There were a few of us beforehand. But once you let one of us in, you know what happens with brown folks? Our grandmother comes, our grandfather comes, our uncle comes, our aunt comes, our cousin comes, our second cousin comes, our third cousin comes. Then we have kids, a bunch of kids. And then guess what? Some white women, the Western civilization women, the pure women, the American women, quote unquote, the Rust Belt women, the real women, they like some of us brown folks. We don't take them. They come to us. So we're embedded. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. I've traveled this country. I'm going to speak as a brown person. Brown people are everywhere. There will be a Patel motel or there will be a Desi restaurant everywhere. I want you to realize this. You have lost. Your story is a shitty story filled with misery. It's filled with bland chicken. It's filled with terrible, terrible dry ass meat. Your music sucks. All your culture sucks. Nobody. That's why the kids like listen to black people and their music. That's why the kids love Latinos. Your parties suck because they're monochromatic. Our parties have better food, better music, better looking women.
Because if that's the case, let's talk about the white supremacists and how many of them need to be kicked out of this country, because I can guarantee you, I can track down more crimes that they've committed, because overall immigrants have a lower crime committal rate than white supremacists. But we don't want to talk about that in this.
I want to talk a little bit about Jasmine Crockett, the Brown Democrats, and the Democrat Party as a whole. Now, the Democrats love to play the race game while denying that there is a race game to play. Meaning, the Democrats forever go on a one-sided attack, treating racism itself as something that only white people can ever be guilty of, only white people can ever properly practice or express racism. Therefore, racism becomes the unifying rallying cry for all of the other non-white people around the world. And politically, it becomes a rallying cry for the non-white voting bloc in America. And especially when you catch people in candid moments like these Project Veritas interviews where they think they're on a date, but they're really talking to a journalist, people will completely admit that the brown world is basically the leftist world. And if you want America to become a leftist nation, then you need to import the brown people into America. Again, they won't tell you these things directly out loud on a mainstream platform, but it's all but the heart of Democrat policy right now. Which means when Trump is going after different non-American ethnic groups, when he's deporting Somalians and he's deporting different Latinos and he's deporting different Africans or whatever, he is keeping America white in a roundabout kind of way. It just is. He's keeping America white in a roundabout kind of way without making it a policy. Now, the Democrats will scream bloody murder about this and say that Trump is a white supremacist, and you have Jasmine Crockett out there saying that we need to deport white supremacists, which basically Democrats have a hard-on for straight white men. So any chance they get to suppress their numbers and force them into the closet, they'll do that. But ultimately, Democrats are making an open play, a racial play right now. They're being racially hostile, importing a racially hostile voting bloc, And at some point, it will be met politically. This kind of thing doesn't go unanswered forever. And it's foolish to think that it will. But it is my prediction that as time goes on, the more and more the Democrats become the party of everybody but white people, and the Republicans become the party of mainly white people, white politics will be a force of the future, politically speaking. It will be something that has to be contended with and dealt with. And after that becomes the mainstream argument. Who knows where it goes from then? But at a certain point, white politics just becomes a survival mode. Like, how do you not practice something like white politics in the face of the Democrats playing every other non-white group against you? And when it comes to like the social climate, the university climate, they're literally teaching all of these non-white people that whiteness is some type of enemy, that whiteness is like an original sin, that you must purge the world of whiteness or whatever that means. So you now have this population that is racially and ideologically motivated against white people. At some point, they will start to notice.
I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education.
Give it back to the daggone Native Americans, and then we can't go back nowhere else. And let's see how y'all like
Let's start over.
Because the colonizers, y'all the colonizers, but that's a whole other story. So I'm just saying.
There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression.
As far as Jasmine goes, I researched her, and it's never good when I do that. I found out she's single. She's 43. She's never been married. And I'm trying to figure out what makes her tick. I think I can set her up with someone.
Oh, my God.
I know a guy in D.C., Emily. He's white. Hopefully that's not a problem, but he will make her happy. And maybe then she will not hate everybody else besides herself so much. So if you're interested, I will set it up. And it would be my pleasure to do it.
Okay. Yes to that. We'll circle back on that. All right. So
You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is you let us in the first place.